I know you also have investigated how the new round of U.S.-Russian relations is affecting families, American families who want to adopt. But talk about that. But first, weigh in on the hearings. What's your take on the House hearings and Nunes and the trouble he's in, or seemingly in, and compare that to the Senate hearings, which started today?
Well, I recently wrote an article on all this, and let me be clear. I do believe Russians tried to interfere with our elections, that they long have, as have the Chinese, as have we in other elections. This is not unusual. I don't believe it based on what I hear, the unsubstantiated reports on the news. I believe it based on what I hear from intel officials I trust. But I also think all the coverage that we're seeing smacks very much of a narrative and a propaganda campaign. And it's very interesting to sort of observe it from the media coverage, sort of the hyperventilating, overemphasized media coverage on something that is, I think, far less important than other things that are being ignored or not covered as heavily. I think this all smacks of sort of a campaign. And that's what I write about, that's what I study, that's what I like to do. So that's how I see it.
And it doesn't surprise you at all, I'm sure.
Not at all. I just feel like, as I've said many times, we're living in sort of an artificial reality created by the narrative du jour, by whatever politicians or special interests have their grip on the news that day. We're getting very little sort of original thoughts in news coverage anymore.